Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan battle video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the performance of the Ultimate and Supreme Fusion Gogeta, the Strength Gogeta in the Cell Max event. So we're going to be taking a look at just how good he is in the Cell Max event. Now before we continue, obviously the usual disclaimer follows, but the Cell Max event is an event that is best taken on by units that have high levels of evasion, guard, or high levels of damage reduction, or a combination of at least three of these mechanics. The Cell Max event is an event that has two distinct first phases that are moderately difficult without being overtly difficult, but are relatively short, meaning units don't necessarily have the appropriate amount of time to stack up. The final phase is an incredibly difficult phase, facing probably the toughest boss in the game. He is a tech type unit, which means N type units have an innate advantage, and he can hit units very, very hard. Now, obviously we want to see just how good Gogeta looks. Gogeta himself has had a very, very good EZA. He's a final trump card lead of 170%, and we've taken a look at just how good he is as a unit in my review of him. Now, overall, I think Gogeta has all the skills necessary to be an incredible unit for high-level gameplay. He is a unit that's really strong. He provides a ton of utility in the team, and he's a great support. No, but in all reality, he's an incredibly powerful damage dealer that has very good after super defense. He does not provide utility, but he has a variety of skills that make him useful in any slot in the team. Now you're going to need dupes and probably a rainbow copy if you really want to run him slot 1, but as a slot 2 unit or as a floater, this guy is one of the best units in the game, if not the best, alongside Tech Vegito. Honestly is unreal the amount of damage output that he can do. So beyond that, taking a look at Gogeta and his EZA, you have the base form but only for the first 4 turns. And once he transcends into a Super Saiyan Blue state, he has guaranteed evasion. This is a very strong mechanic that's very crucial to how they operate in high level gameplay. Or hard content, I should say, not high level. But in hard content, this level of evasion, or this guaranteed first turn evasion, is very crucial because it allows you to place them in whichever slot you want, and essentially allows them to max out the amount of attacks that they can do. And by maxing out all of these attacks, you essentially give them the opportunity to build up their full boost, because both of them gain attack and defense per super attack that they performed, along with ki. Now, if you place them in the first slot, they can evade and get off as many attacks as possible. Both Vegito and Gogeta multiply the amount of attacks they do if they're in the first or second slot, so it's pretty crucial. Luckily as well, they have high enough defense, even in their base form, that the first turn against, or the physical phase or the strength phase is really not a big issue to them. They gain significant defense on super in their base forms, so they're more than fine afterwards, but they have just around enough starter turn defense to really handle the first couple phases without major issues. Now, obviously, when we're discussing how good they are as units, a very big factor comes down to that first turn evasion, and you're going to see it really come into play here with how well Gogeta is going to evade this tech Cell Max. Like, Gogeta is literally just going to consume every single attack he throws his way because of that guaranteed evasion, and it's so clutch. You can see here, all these normals don't matter. Gogeta, starting off a little bit slow, 5.5 million, but that's going to quickly ramp up. He will do multiple super attacks, guaranteed crits, so nice good damage, guaranteed crit follow-up, another guaranteed follow-up, and because they build based on attacks performed, these normal attacks don't hinder them. So for example, him firing off 2 normals is the same as him firing off 2 super attacks in terms of building up his full passive. So now he's fully built up. Obviously we lose the evasion, but that's fine. Fully built up, very, very good unit now. You can see obviously Strength Kaiki and Goku doing his thing, which is always great. Very big damage from that unit, of course. But yeah, Gogeta is now fully built up, and this means we're going to see some pretty gnarly damage from him. Like, we're going to see some really big attack stats soon, which is obviously clutch. It's very crucial to how he operates. Now the best part is because you have two of them, the next turn we're going to have Gogeta transform, and we're going to go through all of it again. So Gogeta is going to transform here. Fantastic. Awesome animations, of course. But he's going to transform. Guaranteed evasion once again. So very big gameplay here. And you can see Gogeta do his thing. Place him in that first slot. Fantastic. Let him do his thing. We'll heal up with the Sensu Bean. And then, of course, we will place Gogeta in that first slot. Really just let him do his thing. And, kind of milk the damage that we can. So you can see again, evasion coming in clutch. This is where that first turn is so crucial. Again, starting off a bit low in terms of attack, but this is not a problem. You can see straight away. Big damage. He's going to go again. Now we're building up. Another attack. Now we're building up once more. We still have one more attack to go to build up. And then, there you go. Another one. All guaranteed criticals because we had max ki. And you can just see that damage really starting to build up. Super crucial. Big dodge. Now we obviously relying on the rest of the rotation, but it's a very good functionality from Gogeta. Like, for me, it's incredibly impressive how he functions as a unit. I think he just really drops huge damage, and I think that's so big for him as a unit. Like, the amount of damage he does is just insane. He can really blitz through content, and I think that's so crucial to how he operates and just how his teams operate. I think it's very big. Now, another cool thing about them is the active skill. So you can use the active skill while they're in slot 3, and this will actually activate their full passive. So now they have all the benefits of being the third attacker, whilst also being the first attacker. So they can launch like 5 attacks or some nonsense here, whilst also having that 70% evasion chance, which is pretty nuts if you think about it. So that's obviously huge from a damage perspective. Unfortunately, we don't get the luck we need on the 70% evasion. That is always what happens. We get the first one, we miss the second one, but that's okay. You rely on the evasion there, but you can see the damage is huge. And yeah, but that's it for me. Bye.